after this. And here is Xander Bogaerts. The pitch. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. The 0-1. In there at the knees for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
That misses, and the count 1-2. Hit on the ground to the right side. One up, one down. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. Needless to say, this is an aggressive lineup. They've drawn fewer walks than any other team in the league.
Boog, I didn't walk very much, but I'll tell you what, it drives me a little crazy to see it. I mean, we're in this modern era of baseball, and we know how important walks are. You get runners on base, they end up leading to runs, but this whole lineup just seems to be made up of players who come to the dish, they don't have a plan, they come unglued right away. You've got to make that pitcher work a little bit more. It's not like you're going to get a steady diet of meatballs all game long.
Hacktastic might be the way to describe it. On the ground to the left. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Nolan Arenado. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Two outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Kicks and deals.
Ball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And another ball.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 outs. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And the pitch. And there's ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing a walk. Very gritty.
Here's Stanton now. Well struck, right field. That's back. And out of here. Home run number 40 on the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0.
They wasted no time in that at-bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it.
Josh Bell in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And the pitch. Way high. Next
Nope.
offering upstairs.
It's a good take.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. And it's 2-zip. Bottom of the first. Dansby Swanson stands in. The wide to kick the pitch. And there's a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now one away.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Spencer Steer, batting with one down, takes a strike. One out, base is empty. Pop foul out of play off to the right. That just misses. Now 1-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Righty delivers. This ball's chopped on the ground. Arenado tosses to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. And time now to check out the A's lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Alex Bregman.
Well, he's been a very consistent performer this year, and man, when you look up and you're in the top 5 in batting average in the American League.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but he'll take that swing and that result every time.
So man aboard. Now it's going to be Luis Robert, 4th in the AL in RBIs. First pitch misses.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting it.
That one ripped right center field. Could be extra bases. The run comes in from second. It's 2-1. And that's a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Kerry Carpenter stands in now and watches strike 1. And that's a strike.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Left-hand hitter waits. Chases that one out of the zone. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great.
And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Hayward. Hayward, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, batting 6th in today's lineup. And he's put together some good swings lately with 5 home runs in his last 10 games. And that drops in for a strike.
Inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes. If you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Foul ball. Deal 2. Good job to fight that one off. Left-hand batter waits. And that one's a little bit low. Going to count 1 and 2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Toss to Belt. 2 up, 2 down to the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for New York, Michael A. Taylor. And that one clips the corner.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Outside low, and 1 and 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2 and 2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just gonna have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Two down, nobody on. Just missed. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Two outs. Now he breaks his bat. Bell tosses to the pitcher covering the bag, and the Yanks go quietly. And we're back. Up to the plate, it's Brandon Belt. Skeens back to work. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of moving it away.
Here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Around second, on his way to third. Belt is waved home. He scores to tie it up. It's 2-2. Number 36. He enters the game as the injury replacement, taking over in right. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's Oakland's DH, Colt Heath.
He's enjoying a fun rookie season, isn't he? He's playing a lot of games for a first-place team. You can't ask for much more than that early in your career.
That one inside, and it's 1-0. He was late there, strike 1. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And another ball. There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. The run comes in from second. It's 3-2. Ezekiel Duran will hit next. Not close with that one. Ball 1. 2 runs across in the inning here in the second game of the series. Wouldn't chase that time.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And he deals. And the
Inside,
slider
ball one.
just misses.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
In the air, right field. He dives, but can't hang on. That's a base hit. The throw into second. He's in there.
He was all over that one. Punched that one down the line for extra bases, and that was an excellent job going with the pitch on the outside. Got his bat on plane and just drove it.
So man aboard. Now the number 2 hitter, Spencer Steer. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And a strike. The pitch. On its way to the corner. On the move. Tracks it down for the out. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Third baseman number 2.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Doubled in his first debut. Fastball for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1 there.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Next one is off the plate, and it's 2-1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one misses. Now 3-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And the right-hander's 3-1. Foul ball there. Three-2 on the way. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Rizzo. Now 2 away as they get a run across. And now it's Luis Robert. Doubled his first time up.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left. Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
And now the 0-1. Good eye right there. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering is downstairs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But they take the lead thanks to a 5-run outburst. We played 2 full. It's the A's 6 and the Yankees 2. Back here in the East Bay. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Gary Sanchez. The wind and the pitch. And a good eye there.
Counts 1-0.
Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. And they inch closer. It's 6-3. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Bogarts now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
A dive, but it's off his glove, and a foul ball. Bogarts tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went, says Larry Bullard. Now it's the shortstop. 0 for 1 so far. In the air out towards right center. And no one can get there. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Here's Nolan Arenado. That one finds the corner.
0-1.
And it's 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next offering is down low, and it's 1-1. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Next one misses, and it's 2-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That one ripped. This looks like extra bases. The run comes in to score from second, and it's 6-4. And he's got a double.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated Giancarlo.
One down. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Stanton checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he held back, according to Larry Bullard. Man at second. Strike one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Up and in, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
That was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Really late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
At the belt and fires. Late on that fastball.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And the right-hander deals. Got him swinging. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So 2 runs on 3 hits. Back in Oakland, and now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. And here it comes. Outside low. And that is ball
Count
one.
1-0.
You know, these A's really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They've got to be happy with the 6 runs they've thrown on the board. That's usually enough offense to win you the game, so they just have to keep doing what they're doing.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. And another ball.
3 balls, no strikes.
Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Inside ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Bell at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 1-0.
Ball, man.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That's in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Taylor makes the play. Digging in for Oakland, Luis Campusano. A double and a run scored his first time up. There's a strike. Carpenter stands at first with 1 out. Next offering is in for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And ball 1.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Got him. And there's 2 away. Colt Heat up next for the A's. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Just missed. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. 2 outs. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. The A's out of the 4th. And now the center fielder, Jason Hayward. As he turns on the rubber. And with that good live arm delivers. And that one clips the corner.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That one misses, and now it's even 1-1. Ripped on a line, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Michael A. Taylor. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1 for count.
Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
Pretty standard
1 ball, 2
high
strikes,
0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Steer on the move and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is on a 4. Now it's the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. And that one in the air center field. Hayward should have this one. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter, the shortstop, Dansby.
Back to the top of the lineup, Dansby Swanson. Up next for the A's. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
Fastball for a strike. 0-2. And
1
that's
ball,
in the dirt.
2 strikes.
The shortstop
that's down.
takes the ball.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. The punch out there, 2 away now. Spencer Steer getting ready to hit. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now it's Alex Bregman. Hits the corner. Strike 1. Steer off of first with 2 away. Way out front for strike 2. Activity in the bullpen. Yu Darvish, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Montero also throwing. Two outs. On the ground, and that's just foul.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Bounced up the middle. And that will end the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They still lead it, though, 6-4. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th, and now it's the catcher, Gary Sanchez. And the right-hander back to work. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Sanchez, 31 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2024. That one the other way.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
The pitch. Check swing, and that's a ball. The Yankees down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he takes a strike.
2-2.
Next offering misses, and it's a full count. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Number 92 in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Up the middle. Swanson fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yanks held in check. They trail it here 6-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter for Oakland, Luis Robert. Gets him to chase after that one.
You know, these Athletics, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
And they take care of Robert for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Number 30.
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Kerry Carpenter. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, not close. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. And that is out number 2.
Now that's the first baseman, Brandon Bell.
2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Bell, the next to hit. This one popped up. In position. Nabs it. And that is that. Back here in the East Bay. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in for the Yankees, Nolan Arenado. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the A's. Jose Cisnero up and throwing. Castillo also getting ready. And the righty deals. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
Right through there. Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And another ball.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty. Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Now it's the right fielder. And he pumps it a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. On the ground to third. Bregman to first. And the Yanks go quietly. Nothing. So they turn things over to the righty, Yu Darvish. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Campusano stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next offering is in for a strike. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The pitch. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run, and they add to the lead. It's 7-4. Next is the designated hitter, Colt Heath. Splits the plate, 0-1. Right-handed reliever. No question about this one. It's out of here.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
And a pitch. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Here comes a pitch. Off the mark there. And a count 1-2. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th. Goes down looking.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
This one in the air. Under it. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here.
Out to short. Throw on to Rizzo, and that ends the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Johan Oviedo.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Hayward in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Ripped on the ground to second, tossed to Belt. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. And here is Anthony Rizzo. Fought off foul. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball.
Bases empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. And a curve misses outside. And a pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
And that's outside. And the count is 1-1. And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The Yanks down by 4 here in the 2nd game of the series. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Rafael Montero.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
In plenty of time to first, and they get Bregman for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And now, Luis Robert.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Brennan Bernardino getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Peralta getting cranked up as well. Next offering is in for a strike. Good eye in that spot. The wind of the pitch. And strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And that's off the inside edge. Down 2-0. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing. Ready to begin the 8th. And here comes the power hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Oviedo, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Makes the catch for the out. It's Xander Bogaerts now. Out to short, Swanson. Bogaerts retired. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate. In the air, left field, down the line. Steer settles under it and makes the catch. On to the bottom of the 8th. Stepping in, Brandon Bell. There's the strike.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And 1-2. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. So up next, Luis Campusano. He's already homered in this game. That one hammered, but pulled foul. One down, base is empty. In the air, out towards left center. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit. One gone, runner at first. And now the DH, Pope Pete. Just missed. The pitch. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Campusano over at first with 1 away. Chopped out in front of the plate, and that chance handled. Gets it to first. 2 away.
Now that second base.
Next up for the A's, Ezekiel Duran. 1 for 3. In there at the knees. Oakland looking to add another here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's inside. And 1-1. Up the middle, and there's a hit. Around third. Throws to second. And he's in there as a run scores.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. And a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Sliced down the right side.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Next offering is down low. And the pitch.
That's a ball.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. A's get 1 on the RBI double. Last chance. Back in Oakland, all set to start the 9th in this one. Here's Nolan Arenado. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 9th. Next offering is in for a strike.
They're just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
And it skips in the dirt.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Got him swinging.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment move, get back on track. His team needs it.
Number 36. The next to hit takes outside. Line drive, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
1 out, runner at second. Here's Jason Hayward.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
And first offering is fouled off. The Athletics leading by 4 here in the second game of the series. Just
plate,
off
ball
the
one.
inside edge. Man at second. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So last chance for the Yankees. Anthony Rizzo stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one wrapped foul. Two outs. That one pushed to the left and foul. Oviedo is just one strike away. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time ball game. And the strikeout ends it. Our final score here, 9-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. Play ball!